Hey guys, it's Jessica here. Thanks for joining me for our Family Travel Tip Tuesday. And this is just a series we are putting together to share some travel tips with you guys. It's going to be informal, it's going to be relaxed, just quick travel tips that we have put together over all of our years of traveling with our kids that will help you travel better and have more fun as you get out and explore with your family. For those of you guys who don't know me, I am a mom of 5 kids. My kids range from ages 11 down to age 1. And in the last 5 years, our family has visited 37 countries together. So we've had some pretty great, amazing travel experiences, and we've had some pretty epic failures. So my goal with this is to help you learn from all of those so that your travels can be more successful. Now today I just want to talk about a few things to keep in mind as you approach your travel that will help you be more successful as you are getting into traveling more in 2019. Now, the first one of those is to remember that nothing is going to go perfectly as planned. So often as parents, we have like this perfect, idyllic vacation or trip planned with our kids. And when things don't go as planned or things start to escalate and go downhill, we just get really frustrated. So come up with a plan for what you're going to do when something doesn't go your way. Because I've yet to meet someone who's had a perfect trip without something going wrong. So come up with a plan. A lot of times my husband and I will kind of tag team things, and if something's going wrong, one of us will go and deal with that, and the other one will take the kids away, go get them a snack, maybe play a game with them, because it's a whole lot better to have one frustrated person than to have everyone together and feeling that negative energy and having an entire family of frustrated people. So that's one tip that we use. Another suggestion to help you when you are approaching your travels is to start small and work up. With the rise of all of this social media and internet and all these blogs, it's so easy to look around and say, oh my gosh, I see this family and they're traveling all the time. They're doing these big, huge world trips and I want to be just like them. Guys, we've gotten so many people who have asked us like, I want to travel just like you. Because we've gone so many places. We lived overseas and traveled from there. We spent a year traveling full time. You guys, start small. I've seen so many people who've gone from no travel to huge trips. And because they haven't worked out those kinks on small things, that huge, amazing, once-in-a-lifetime trip that they've had planned didn't go the way they wanted to because they hadn't had much practice. So start where you're at and work your way up. A lot of people are really surprised when I tell them, not only have we been to 37 countries with our 5 kids, but before 5 years ago, when our family moved out of the country and started making a really intentional push towards traveling, we had only taken our kids on one international trip, okay? Now, since that time, we've obviously gotten better and better. Our first trip was just, had so many failures, but we've worked our way up to the point where we were able to travel for an entire year and live in 17 different countries. Now, I know that that trip went so much smoother because we had a lot of travel under our belts than it had if we had just planned that year-long trip. So start where you're at, gradually work your way up, and see where your comfort level is, and also see what your travel style is. Because traveling with kids and traveling without kids is really different. So make sure that you get some travel in with your kids. The other thing that I want to leave you with today as you approach your travel is to remember that your kids only know what they know, okay? Your kids don't know if one country is maybe not as amazing as another country, or if one place is kind of sketchy, or if you're not staying in the nicest, fanciest part of town and aren't doing everything. If you approach wherever you're going as an amazing adventure instead of something scary or unknown, your kids are going to feed off of that, and they're going to feel that, and they're going to think, oh my goodness, I'm going on this amazing adventure. This is how we get our kids comfortable with traveling the world. We teach them from when they're little that this is something fun, this is exciting, this is an adventure. It's not scary, it's just fun, and we like to explore these new places and we like to experience these new things. And for us, this has really started to pay off. In fact, right before Christmas, my oldest son came up to me and he said, hey Mom, I think we need to go on a trip to a poor country again. And I was like, okay, like, why do you want to go on a trip to a poor country? He's like, Mom, poor countries are my absolute favorite to go to because everyone's super friendly there and the food is really cheap so I can eat as much as I want. And I feel like I really get to see the way that the people live because everyone's just out there and they're not in their houses all the time. And I thought, what a cool thought that is, because for him, he doesn't think, oh, that's a poor country. I'd rather go somewhere rich because I can have this and this and this experience. He has his own framework of why he likes things. And all of our other kids do, and that can be the same for your kids too. Your kids know what you know, and they feed off of what you teach them about places. So hopefully these tips help you to kind of just set up the way that you think about travel a little bit better and to help you be more successful in your travels. We are going to be doing this series for a while now. So please send us your suggestions, your tips, your questions, so that we can help you to travel better. Happy travels!